So it's Pride Month, right?
Right.
What are your thoughts of the whole Florida signing an anti-transgender bill?
When did they do this?
I think this week, yeah, Governor DeSantis wrote an anti-transgender bill.
And what was the reasoning?
Well, you know, Florida and...
Yeah, Republicans.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that is so stupid. I thought our country has moved on from this, because now you can be whoever you want to be. You can be non-binary, you can be, you know, gay, lesbian, I mean, there's so many things. And for Florida to put limitations on people, I don't think that's right, because if we live in America, I feel like we should have our freedom, and that goes on religion, who we have in our bedroom, who we want to have sex with, who we want to marry. I mean, everybody deserves equal rights. I mean, it feels like we are going back in time. Because, I mean, this is just ridiculous. I mean, for Florida to even do that, what about Miami? I hope they're outraged. And I grew up in Florida, half in Alabama, half in Panama City. And, you know, even as when I was a young child, and I was probably 8 or 9 years old, my dad had an employee that sometimes my parents explained it back then that, you know, it was just him. And sometimes he dressed as a man and sometimes he dressed as a girl. But he was still that same person, you know, and my dad didn't judge him for that. And I feel like Florida doing this, we should boycott. And I mean, this is disgusting. This is taking us way back again. You know, people should be who they want to be, love who they want to be, have the religion they want to, you know, choose. I mean, that's what we've been fighting for the last year and a half, for rights, for gender equality.
What are your thoughts about Caitlyn Jenner talking about transgender athlete? If you're born as a man or a woman, you should play the sport. You should, yeah.
Okay. When I first heard this, I agreed with her. But I watched Vice, because I know, always growing up, like the number 1 and 2 tennis player, we were ranked in the state in Alabama, but we could not even play against a guy and win that is like probably number 10. So there is a big difference between a man and a woman, because Serena Williams, she cannot beat the number 1 man player. She probably can't beat the number 20 or 30 man player. But I watched Vice, and they said, you know, no transgender athlete has ever made it like huge, and that they have to take a hormone suppressant for a year that brings their estrogen and everything like to a pH balance and thing of a woman. And that's why they're saying that everyone should have rights. And now I get it, because until I listened to that on Vice and I understood where they were coming from, because I didn't know that they had to do a replacement, like hormone replacement thing that they have to be on for a year.
Okay.
And they said that takes their mass, their muscle, it takes everything away from them. So they're saying that's why right now there's not a number 1 like transgender athlete that they could name at this point, because it brings their body back down to like a woman.
Gotcha. Speaking of tennis, what are your thoughts about Osaka or Sana? I forget her name, but she quit because she felt the pressure of the media. Like,
oh, I totally get it. I mean, I have been talked about, I have been in tabloids, I have been drugged. I mean, I have had to have a really thick skin over the years. I can't read comments, I know a lot of the press comes after me, tries to point out my flaws because I'm so fabulous. Because, you know, a fad is like for a decade, and talent is for a lifetime. So a lot of people like to come after me for that. But they don't realize also this year, I've had 3 movies come out, all directed by Richard Greco, and I've had leads in most of them, and in comedies, and I've been doing stand-up. So, you know, I want people to take me serious now. And I see where she is coming from. She came from a place that she got booed when she should have been rejoicing. So at her age, I see how the press could harm her. I mean, there should be like, she needs to do press, but I think it should be like maybe a few questions. It shouldn't go on for like hours. It should respect her age. And she went through one of the hardest times in the world when she won and the world booed her.
Right.
Imagine being that age and getting booed for winning.
Right.
Winning.
How do you deal with the mental stress in life?
You know, I have really had to get over it because, I mean, I have been on the front cover of the Enquirer, and they added cellulite like all over my body. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I've, you know, had some things that I thought were the worst day of my life. So I understand where she's coming from because the media can be tough. If you don't come from this kind of place and you don't have a really thick skin and you're still growing up and you didn't do anything wrong, all you did was win and people booed you, yeah, you're gonna have some problems for a while until she probably grows a little bit older and more into her body, and then she just doesn't give a shit what people think.
Nice. If people want to hit you up for tennis lessons or anything else, what would they hit you up at?
Maybe not tennis lessons because I get too many offers, but actress Phoebe Price on Instagram, and go rent my movie, The Country Singer, directed by Richard Greco.
Thanks, Phoebe.